host for this interview. Welcome Divya Rashmi Dudia ma'am. She is a finance analyst and a writer. So today we will be interviewing her with some amazing questions. Hello
Hello.
ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be a part of this interview.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I am doing great. So tell us something about yourself.
Okay. So, my name is Divya Rashmi Dudia, which generally means Divya Rashmi means first ray of sun. So, basically, I follow this concept very deeply in my life that as the sun rises each day, every morning has a new beginning. So whenever you fall, you need to stand up. That is my thinking.
Wow, that's great. Your name's meaning is also good.
Thank you so much. I am a
So,
financial
mhm,
analyst
mhm.
by profession, but I had like liking for writing since childhood. So I used to write in school days, and no one knew about this talent of mine. I guess it was a hidden talent, जो मुझे भी बहुत बाद में पता पड़ा. Then I started it professionally in 2020. Before it, I was into like planning how to do it. 2018 was the year when I started my own page named Motivational on Instagram. I do write in Hindi and English, and I feel if you can motivate someone or make smile someone each day, it gives you immense amount of pleasure. And
Yeah,
when
very true.
it came in, mostly it started on I guess 15th of August 2020, which was the first tenure, or it was the first time when I was part of a anthology named Untraveled Walk, and from there it started, and I never looked back.
That's great. It was really great to know your journey. So now I have one question for you. That how did you build your interest in the financial field?
I built my interest in financial field. See, I was a student of commerce, and I love trying new things. My quest or my quest for learning never dies. So I wanted to try everything. Uh, Masters in financing analysis happened. So I did internship in a company as well for a few months, and I was a part of it. I love playing with numbers, so I guess is why I took into this and was loving it. But this was the thing which I thought was not for me, because financing is a good thing, but I thought I was more of a creative person. So that's why I took into writing, as it is therapeutic to me and it gives me immense amount of calming, soothing, pleasure, whatever you say. It's a kind of divinity to me.
Great. And is there any specific time when you set to write or when you feel like, oh no, you have to write right now? So you
No,
say,
see, writing is like when the thoughts come in your mind, or when the thoughts start coming up. Everyone has a writer in itself. So I feel there is no specific time of writing, but yeah, there are times when you need to submit your article, you have some amount of pressure, but basically what I feel is whenever you feel like writing, you should write it at that point of time.
mhm. And do you prefer writing while listening to music or without music?
There are both the times. Sometimes thoughts are not that great on my mind, so I think music helps. And sometimes I need a quiet place. I need peace to write. Like, if I want to write something deep, I don't need any sort of music. I just need silence and my balcony and nature.
Okay. And which type of genre do you write in more?
I mostly write for motivation, kind of motivational thoughts. or kind of thoughts which can like be relatable to each one's life. जो हम लोग सब रोज सोचते हैं, मेरे पेज का एक ही मोटो है, सरल शब्दों में लेखन, सोच लेखन जो हर सोच में शामिल। दैट मीन्स आप लोग जो भी लिखो उसको इतना सिंपली लिखो ना, किसी को अगर समझ नहीं भी आए, इतना इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड हो जाए वो चीज, सो दैट दैट पर्सन डजंट नीड टू लाइक थिंक मच अबाउट इट। एंड मोर ओवर, सरल शब्दों में लेखन आजकल हर किसी को पसंद आता है, because no one has that amount of time that they can think that deep and that they can take into that consideration. So I prefer writing simple and keeping it simple.
And nowadays, writers get to hear a lot that they should write some relatable content
Yeah.
so that the audience and readers can relate to it. So, what are your views on it?
My views are, see, you should write what you feel. Writing relatable things is a good thing, and every kind of writer is different it in itself. जरूरी नहीं है कि हर राइटर रिलेटेबल चीजों से रिलेट करके लिख पाए। मेरा ये मानना है, जो राइटर फील करे, जो उसकी फील्ड हो, जो उसके थॉट प्रोसेस हो, जिसमें वो कंफर्टेबल हो, उसको वो लिखना चाहिए। एंड दैट राइटर शुड टेक इनटू दैट कंसिडरेशन। बीइंग अ राइटर आपका काम होता है, आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। योर क्वेस्ट फॉर लर्निंग शुड नेवर डाई, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। सो अगर आपके पास रिलेटेबल चीजें भी आती हैं, स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग एवरी डे। न्यूज पढ़िए, आप कुछ ना कुछ लिखिए आप, जिससे आपको इजी हो जाएगा आपको जो भी रिलेटेबल लिखना है, बट उसके लिए आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए।
Agree. And do you remember the first poetry or story you ever wrote in your school days? Any moment from it?
फर्स्ट पोएट्री आई गेस इट वाज फॉर माय मदर। मम्मा पे लिखी थी मैंने फर्स्ट पोएट्री, and it said, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, you are the best inspiration of my life. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, I cannot live without you ever. It, like, I don't remember pura, but it was something like this. It started like this.
Okay. And do you prefer writing in Hindi more or English more? Like, which is your balanced language to write?
I prefer writing in both. I feel being an Indian, आपको दोनों भाषाओं को तवज्जो देना चाहिए, be it English और हिंदी. Firstly, I used to write less in Hindi, but I worked on it. I am still learning and working on it, but I prefer writing in both the languages.
Okay. So now that you are already a financial analyst, what else is that you are looking forward to pursue?
Sorry.
So now that you are already a finance analyst,
Yeah.
so what ahead are you looking forward to pursue?
Pursue. See, life itself is a pursuing journey. So whatever comes in, you should keep learning. I am a kind of person who gets bored very easily. I need to learn something new every point of time. So recently, I am into writing only, but I keep learning from it. I keep learning dancing, be it yoga, be it any new thing or any new skill. Right now, I am into journaling. I'm practicing journaling right now. It's a writing only. आपके थॉट्स आप रात में लिखिए, सो इट फील्स कामनेस, एंड आप अपने आप से कनेक्ट हो पाते हैं, खुद को अच्छे से जान पाते हैं, आपको पता पड़ता है कि कहाँ पे आपकी खामियां हैं, एंड यू कैन डू बेटर.
And in a writer's life, it happens that you really want to write something, you just want to write your emotions, but you do not get the proper choice of words.
Yeah.
So, what do you do when you arise in that situation?
When, see, this is a normal, natural human phenomena that we don't get the choice of words sometimes. But what I do is I prefer reading at that point of time. Take some amount of time each day, be it 10 minutes to 15 minutes, make it a habit or a ritual to read at least 10 to 15 minutes, so that it will enhance your vocabulary and also will make you easy. It will make easier for you so that you can find words very easily. Or else If you want, you can just write down some things, and you can also Google. आज का जो time है, people need everything in a jiffy, right? तो अगर कुछ और नहीं समझ आ सकता किसी को, then Google is there to help us.
Okay. And the next question is any life mantra you live through?
Any life mantra? There are many, but one of them is work, 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 and don't expect any sort of results. Work for your satisfaction, work for your experience. Don't work for learning, don't work for earning, work for learning. That is my mantra. Don't work for earning, work for learning.
Okay, so basically gaining experience and living the
Yeah.
life in the present.
See, if you have that quest, or if you have that, आप में अगर वो दगज है ना कि आपको कुछ सीखना है, आपको कुछ करना है अपनी लाइफ में, तो पैसे आप खुद से कमा सकते हो. एक्सपीरियंस आपको हर जगह नहीं मिलेगा. लर्न टू लाइक लिव फॉर एक्सपीरियंस. और क्वेस्ट अगर आपके अंदर एक्सपीरियंस की होगी, अगर आपको कुछ नया सीखने का मन होगा, no matter if you fail, that experience will count and that will take you in a long run. वो आपको आगे आने वाली situations में wise decisions लेने में help कर सकता है.
True, agreed. And any suggestions you have for the budding writers or to the, becoming authors, working on
See,
themselves?
to the all budding writers, first of all, a big salute to all the writers. People think writing is easy, but it is not. It takes in lots and lots of efforts, and there are many writers who are just born writers. Writing cannot be learned. It is an art, it is an talent, which is inborn. It can just be enhanced by doing any sort of content writing course or any sort of writing courses. So what I feel is, when I was new in this line or in this field, I did not had any sort of what you call guidance. I learned it by myself. But my nanu taught me one thing: be it any sort of field, be it any sort of line, your dedication, reading, and your thought process makes it all happen. So if you want to be a if you are a budding writer, please read a lot and start practicing writing daily. If you write each day even a single page, it can give you better amount of thought process, and it will make you a kind of amazing writer. And don't write for the world. Don't write for like any specific kind of what we call reason. Just write to enjoy. If you write to enjoy, the words will come out like a magic to you. That is my kind of small tip to every budding writer. And I would
Uh,
love to budding writers, if they want to contact me, they can contact me on motivational page on Instagram.
and when we write something, we sometimes get reviews and suggestions.
Yeah,
So there are a few writers out there who take the suggestions which are for their good, and sometimes they take as a negative response that
true,
how could people respond
true,
like
true,
this
true,
to my writing?
true.
So what are your views on it?
See, always be welcoming for the suggestions. जो भी आप लिखेंगे, अच्छा और बुरा, दो ही उसके रिव्यूज हो सकते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है, it is not important each point of time that you get good reviews only. But instead of letting down your morale or like behaving like how can someone say this to me, take it as a good tip or a suggestion that I can do better, or maybe that their point of view can make you even write better. This is what I do.
Okay. And how do you
I would like
motivate
to
yourself?
say, sorry, I would like to say criticism is the best kind of experience and the best teacher. If someone is criticizing you or giving you negative comments, just thank that person.
True. And how do you motivate yourself when you are feeling low or you don't want to do anything that particular day?
See, there are days I don't even feel like reading or writing. Sometimes I let it go. I'm like, just do nothing. But if there is something important which needs to be written, and I need motivation, talk to your grandparents, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to your mentors. They can motivate you the best. Or else you are your self motivation. खुद से एक ही बात बोलो, ये आज करना है क्योंकि क्या पता ये मुझे मौका मिले ना मिले दोबारा.
Yeah. And generally, people forget their mentors once they are very successful in any field. You say
Yeah,
like
yeah.
our teacher itself. So, what do you have to say for that people who forget their mentors after they are successful?
um, जिन्होंने आपको आगे बढ़ाया, जिनसे आपको प्रेरणा मिली, उनको तो आई गेस हम अगर रोज बोले नहीं या जताए नहीं, बट दिल में हर कोई याद करता है. सो फॉरगेटिंग योर मेंटर्स इज नेवर अ पॉइंट. आप उनकी वजह से आगे आज आ रहे हैं, उन्होंने आपको एक सीख दी है, उन्होंने आपको सिखाया है. सो जस्ट thank your gurus, and if you don't have any sort of mentor in your life, almighty is the biggest mentor of our life. So we need to thank him each day, so that अगर आपके पास कोई प्रॉब्लम भी आ रही है, आप अपने मेंटर के पास कब जाते हैं? व्हेन यू नीड एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ सजेशन, व्हेन यू नीड एनी सॉर्ट, व्हेन यू आर इन अ प्रॉब्लम, या आप कुछ खुशी व्यक्त करना चाहते हैं.
Hmm.
So why don't you like give 5 minutes each day to like remember your mentor? There can be anyone in your life who has shaped your life and is a mentor to you. Mentor life खुद होती है हमारी. So thank each day that you are alive. Thank each day Almighty that He made it happen, that He is with you.
So, like mentors are actually the building blocks of a life.
Seriously.
And
Uh,
what?
name, I would like to take the name of my mentor, Mr. Sandeep Sen. He is the one who has shaped my life, and there are many teachers of my life who has given this amount of motivation. My parents, my grandparents, and my friends who have never given upon me, and they have always stood by my side whenever I have felt low that I cannot do it. They were with me.
And nowadays, when any kid writes, so they get a little bit stressed to open up to their parents that they are writing, they have this passion they want to explore into. So, if you were in that situation, how would you explain your parents that mom or dad, I have this passion in me, I want to write, and I want to become a writer or an author?
See, I was very lucky when I was a quiet child. I was a introvert. Now I am an ambivalent kind of person. But when I was an introvert, I used to write a lot. Because being an introvert, you are the one, you and your diary. You just read, write, and just like connect. This is the way you can connect. So I never had to convince that way. I started writing. My work came slowly. I started sharing that I write this, I write that. They encouraged me. They said you should move ahead and you should take it into like you should take up this field. This is a kind of your interest. This is your hobby. So take it professionally and keep working on it. Till date, I won't lie. I was nervous before this interview. I texted my dad, and he was like, "You will rock. You are a rock star. You will rock, and just go for it." So, when you have this thing in you that you need, like your parents should be proud of you, you want to make them proud, they will support you. Just share your experiences with them that, Mama, Papa, I am trying to do this. Is it correct for me or not? Should I go for this or not? Just discuss it. They will understand, and they are your better friends, and they will support you. In fact, your grandparents as well. They will give you the immense wisest amount of um, piece of advice, wisest piece of advice. So share it with them, and family is the biggest support system.
Yeah.
बहुत बार काफी बार ऐसा भी होता है that sometimes people don't get that amount of support in the beginning, but don't give up. When you start doing and you have the dedication that yes, I won't leave this line, I want to make it happen, people will support you for sure.
Very true. And nowadays, people really want to be successful. People want that, the relatives, parents, and everyone should be proud of
Yeah,
them. But they are not consistent in their career. They need breaks. They go, they party and all, but then they complain that they are not
yeah.
getting the result. So, what are your views on it?
See, life is a balance. If you are successful, celebrate it that same day and just forget it. Next day, you should be on the same track of working hard. Because when you feel that I have got this amount of success and I want, like, I need a break, when you become successful, you have that responsibility of making things more better for you, सक्सेसफुल, बीइंग मोर लाइक आप कुछ काम करते हो, अगर आपको उसमें सक्सेस मिल रही है, लोग अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं, तो आपको ब्रेक नहीं लेना चाहिए उस चीज से। आपको वो चीज और करनी चाहिए। आई गेस वो और मोटिवेशन देता है। आप पार्टी करिए, ब्रेक्स लीजिए, बट इट शुड लास्ट फॉर अ डे और टू, उससे ज्यादा नहीं।
Yeah. And do you feel that discussing your problems or your happiness with someone helps you to get over it, like get over the sadness or be more happy in any
ट्रू ट्रू,
celebration?
एनी वे, दुख और सुख बांटने से, दुख बांटने से घटता है और सुख बांटने से बढ़ता है, ऐसा बोला जाता है। सो इफ यू हैव एनी वन इन योर लाइफ, बी इट योर फ्रेंड, योर फैमिली, योर एनी वन, वी हैव दैट वन गो टू पर्सन विथ whom we share everything. तो अगर आप दुखी हैं, लाइक टेक अ कॉल, लाइक कॉल कीजिए उस इंसान को और अपना दिल हल्का कर लीजिए। अगर मिलना पॉसिबल नहीं है, कॉल करना पॉसिबल नहीं है, हैव योर डायरी। अगर आप राइटर हैं, आपके पास डायरी जरूर है, उसको लिख। वो मेन बीइंग अ राइटर, यू शुड बी एम्प्टी फ्रॉम विदिन। अगर बॉटल्ड अप है इमोशंस आपके, सो यू कैन नॉट राइट। देर आर लाइक वर्क्स वाइज वर्सा। किसी किसी के लिए अगर मन भरा हुआ होता है अंदर से, तो बहुत अच्छा लिख पाता है। किसी किसी के लिए होता है दैट माइंड नीड्स टू बी फ्रेश एंड फ्री। सो वर्क इट द वे, लाइक आपके हिसाब से जैसे बनती है बात, उस हिसाब से करिए। आपके लिए जो काम करता है वो कीजिए, बट शेयरिंग कैन मेक यू फील लाइटर।
True. And any book or any piece of story or advice which always inspires you, or any book you read a long time ago which still inspires you?
Yeah, there are many. First of all, the books of दादा जेपी वासवानी, who is a guru to me, उनकी बुक्स काफी अच्छी हैं। मिच एल्बम बहुत सारी हैं जो बहुत अच्छी हैं। और दूसरी, आई कीप रीडिंग piece of newspaper articles, like जो articles होते हैं ना, they also inspire you a lot. Mostly my favorite दादा जेपी वासवानी की books, because I would recommend you all to like go through his books. He is amazing और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी सारी books लिखी हैं. There are many writers, but I follow him personally.
And are we going to hear any solo book launch from you?
Maybe very soon. Right now, I am working on it. I won't reveal it. Just wait for it, and it will be out super soon.
Okay. And as you took commerce since 11th standard, right?
Sorry.
You took commerce from 11th standard.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So, what is your advice to the ones who just passed out this year and are going into the commerce field?
Um, if you are into like entering into commerce field, the interest needs to be built. सबसे पहले आपको जिस में इंटरेस्ट हो उसमें जाइए. और कॉमर्स एक बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है which has a lot of new opportunities, lots and lots of gateways to success. And if you love numbers, you should go for commerce. See, I feel whichever field you love, whatever you like, you should opt for it. आर्ट्स बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है, साइंस बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है, कॉमर्स बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है. आपको अपने मन का सुनना चाहिए. तो आपको अच्छा लगे, आपको वही करना चाहिए. Because I feel if you make your hobby your profession, you can success anyway. You can be successful anyway.
Sure. And any last words or suggestions you have for all the people out there from each and every field?
I would just love to say this. हर दिन शुक्राना करना चाहिए. Be thankful each day. Keep writing. Writing is not just for writers. दिन में दिन के अंत में रात में we should practice gratitude. We should write down whatever we felt each day. It hardly takes 5 minutes, but it gives you immense amount of pleasure. It gives you connectivity and makes you feel that yes, how much blessed you are in your life. And my motto is like हर इंसान किसी भी इंसान को आप दिन में एक बार जरूर मुस्कुराने के लिए मजबूर कीजिए. Or at least motivate that person, give that person a good kind of a compliment, so that we are in a world where everyone needs to be motivated. So that जब से पैंडेमिक आया, everyone was like, सबने बहुत सारे लोगों ने मोटिवेशन खो दिया. काफी लोगों ने तो पैंडेमिक के बाद भी अपनी बहुत की चीज स्टार्ट की. What I feel is life is short. Motivate each other, smile it out, and keep prospering, keep supporting each other. If someone is criticizing, don't feel jealous. At least, if you cannot be a good support system, do not be a critic. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So this was Divya Rashmi Dudia with us today. And now we would stop the interview. Thank you.